Hey, what's up, y'all? This is N Kosi. Just wanted to tell you that this episode is going to be audio only because our video camera, once again, was acting weird. We're actually in the process of possibly getting a new camera so we don't have to have limitations like this. Also, in this episode, we have a new audio setup. So you hear me messing with it every now and then because I'm still trying to learn how to use it, and I'm trying to get it perfect for future episodes. Just one more thing to add. In the video, I say a couple times I want to put stuff at the bottom of the screen so you guys can see it. I'm still going to do it for this episode, at least for the YouTube version. So there'll be like audio cues. When you hear them, just look at the screen and then you'll see what we're talking about in reference. All right. Enjoy the episode. Hello, everybody.
Yo.
Yeah, we're still alive.
Nope, I'm dead. COVID killed me.
COVID killed. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say. You know, I was about to crack a joke about recent events that happened, but no, I'm not gonna do that. You guys don't get to know. But
I'm about to say concerning what? Oh.
Yeah, people don't need to know about that. But
pity said person.
I must give them money. But yeah, welcome back. We're still like I said, we're still alive. We're still making stuff. It's a new episode of Lazy and Kosi. I forget what number it is. I'll put it in while I'm editing.
Season 1. Season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, there we go. Season 2, episode 1. You know,
makes it a little bit more easy to remember what episode we're on.
Yeah. Nothing's changed pretty much, you know. I have shorter hair. That's about it. I cut my hair a little bit.
My fro is more fro-y.
Yes, more fro-licious.
Is this thing working?
Yeah, it's definitely working. See?
Okay, because I see the light flickering when you talk. It was barely doing it when I was doing it.
It should be doing it for you.
Hello.
Hello.
Can y'all hear me out in TV land?
Look, if it's on like that, that means it's working. It's
all
working.
Right. At first, it wasn't doing anything. I was like,
Oh, geez, Rick.
This is Lazy and Kosi.
Not Kosi. But as you can see, we got some new mics. We're just trying to do something a little more professional sounding, at least. Sooner or later, we're actually gonna have like actual mic stands for probably like the next episode or two. We're gonna have some new stands.
Unless y'all like this, but I don't know if I want to hold the microphone the whole time. I don't trust myself.
So what you been getting at?
What I've been getting at?
Yeah, what you been getting at? I got a couple things I could be talking about, but
I'm about to say what have I been getting at towards company things or just interest?
Just interest.
Nothing. I just live in Airland.
Boring ass.
Airland's fun.
Boring ass fool.
Fun and stressful. That's all. Air's a cool place you should visit.
Well, I've been doing a couple things. I've gotten back into Shocker Doom Eternal. If you guys have watched the earlier episode, which I'm pretty sure if you're watching this one by now, you're probably like, oh, you probably seen the other episodes. I'd be surprised if any new listeners pop up this quick. But
it usually has like 3 talking points. You know how if you go on YouTube, they be like 5 jokes that explain this comedian. For Kosi, it'd be like these 3 things. It's
one of them's Doom, definitely.
One of them's Doom. One of them's the Saints, and then the other one's New Orleans in general. But he hasn't been talking about New Orleans as much.
I tried to chill out on that because when I noticed, I was like, yeah, I mean, I like the city, but not everybody likes the city, and that's cool, and that's fine. It's whatever. So
I can take it or leave it.
That's cool. I mean, we're going to fight after this. But
I like the fact that their airline tickets are cheaper.
I swear to God, this man just hit 30, and he's already a middle-aged man.
I was a middle-aged man before I got.
I don't
30.
really care for that. Those rambunctious people down in New Orleans, but hey, those airline tickets, okay with me.
Gotta get them
Where are my
frequent flyer
Dockers?
miles.
Where are my Dockers?
Dockers. My knickerbockers.
But no, I've been playing Doom Eternal again. I actually have. The reason why is because I actually got the DLC for a decent price. So you know me, I'm cheap as shit.
Fat Kid Deals.
I've
We're not
actually
sponsored.
no, we're not. I didn't get it through Fat Kid Deals though, but definitely follow them on Twitter. They're a great company.
Don't follow them until they sponsor us.
But so I played. I was playing Doom Eternal. I started playing the DLC, and I remember people complaining about. So it's split into two parts. It's the Ancient Gods and the Ancient Gods Part 2. And I remember people complaining about the DLC, and I was like, I don't really get why people complain about the first part so far. And then my friend was like, it's a difficulty problem. And I was like, no, it's not too bad so far. And then when I beat it, I was like, holy shit, these people were on crack when they made this shit, bro. Bro, it is ridiculous. Like, I don't know what it was. It was like the difficulty in Doom Eternal, I think is perfect. It's just that there's a lot of stuff going on. And you have to remember that you have things that help you ward off demons while you're running around and shooting everybody. So the thing is that I don't know what it was with the Ancient Gods Part 1, but it was like they put too much health on the fucking characters. Like every character was like super tanky, and I don't know why. It was like
Because Get Good, that's why.
You know, I'm a huge fan of Get Good. I'm definitely in that camp of if you're bad at something, just try again. Just hit your head at the wall until you break that wall.
Yes. He has Get Good tattooed on his taint.
No. It's on my ball sack. Get it right?
You would think that word sound like it would be like something talking about the ball sack, but it's not.
To get good?
No, taint.
Taint?
Taint seemed like it would be something talking about the ball sack area.
I mean, it's near the ball sack area. Isn't this a good first episode back? We're talking about taints and ball sacks. Isn't that nice?
You guys might have asked for this. I don't know. We had a couple people like, so when is this coming back? So here you go.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised when you had told me that people were like, yeah, we listen to these. I'm like, you do? I just like talking to one of my best friends. We got a child here with us, so we probably shouldn't have said what we said earlier. We going to jail now.
But finish up your
So part 1, it was just like it was like the battles would take forever, and like the final boss battle, bro. So I was playing on hard. I was playing on ultra violence. That's normally what I play Doom on, because like I'm a Doom crackhead. I play it on hard. I even play like the older ones on hard. So like I was playing through it, and I was like, this isn't too bad. And then it got to a part where there was like one battle, and like I swear to God, it took me probably like an hour and a half to beat. I was like, this feels like a FromSoft game, but in a bad way. It feels like a Dark Souls game, but in a very bad way. Like it's not like pattern recognition, where you just like, okay, I recognize that attack pattern, and then I'm gonna beat it. No, it wasn't like that. It was just like, we're gonna send a lot of enemies at you and have them take more damage than they normally do for no reason. And then we're gonna introduce a new monster that can possess demons and make them take way more damage, and they attack faster.
As Juan would say, sheesh.
I turned that final boss down to easy because I was like, I want to get this shit done with, bro. literally, I got to the final boss. I played it a couple times on. I had knocked it down to medium. I think like a fight or two before I knew I was at the final boss.
Yeah.
And like, even on medium, it just took forever, and I was just like, what the fuck? I was just like, what the fuck is going on with this, bro?
I think since I have reached the 30 club, I might just start putting all my games on easy just so I can actually beat them.
That's completely fine. I respect that 100%. Like, I understand why people don't want to play FromSoft games, or like games like Doom or Doom Eternal on like hard difficulty. Not everybody wants to do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I want to, but like bills, kids, dogs, company. I don't get a chance to play
social
no
life.
games. Yeah. Like, man.
See, he's trying to flex on me. I got a social life and somebody who loves me. What a jerk. What a jerk.
About? Your social I am your social life. You are my social life. You disappear tomorrow. I'm over here back in hermit mode.
He's like, where is he? Where are you?
But I did have a quick question because you said the DLC was called Ancient Gods.
Yeah, the Ancient Gods.
So I'm guessing they're considering the demons fallen angels. So they are. Demons?
Yeah. So spoiler alert for the deep lore of Doom and Doom Eternal.
Point, shoot, kill. That's the lore.
Rip out demons' guts and beat them really bad. But kind of actually. The final boss, you actually fight the creator of everything, and you find out the devil is the creator of everything in that universe. And you know it's funny, the devil looks like you. You're actually his creation.
I was like,
he molded you. He literally molded you in his creation.
I was like, me, or like the Doom version, Doom guy me.
Doom guy me.
Oh, I was like, what the hell? I gotta see this.
You know what's funny is like Doom guy. Obviously, he doesn't talk. Like that's supposed to be his thing. He has like maybe like I think he has like 1 or 2 lines like in the Doom Eternal campaign.
Is it?
No. He goes like, "Don't you want to say anything to me before you kill me?" No. He just stabs him. It's so hype. I was like, "Oh shit!" But so when you get to Ancient Gods Part 2, so much better. Like the difficulty scaling is so much better. I played the whole thing on hard, and like there were like new mechanics like grappling, like a shotgun has a grapple hook on it.
Yeah.
In Doom Eternal, just in general. And there's like actual like grapple hook points that you can use, and like you can use them like in battle and like swing off and stuff and like shoot demons and shit. It's hype. Like I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do if they make another one, because like the story of Doom guy is done. Like he defeated the devil. He has nothing else to do.
You just go to a different dimension and do the same thing.
Oh, so they're gonna Spider-Verse it.
Yeah. And then it's gonna turn from Doom guy to Doom girl. Doom gal.
People, I think there is like a Doom girl like character. I think she's in Quake though. She's like in Quake Champions, because all that, I think that's all kind of like in the same universe. I don't remember, but
see, there you go. I just helped y'all out. Whoever makes
id Software.
Yeah, there you go. Id.
They're right there in Dallas, so they're not too far. Actually, id Software actually was started in Shreveport. Yeah, we could have had it. We could have had the creators of Doom still here, but it's Louisiana and nobody wants to live here, so I don't blame them.
I don't see why people don't want to live here.
It sucks.
I mean,
we're literally shaped like a boot. We stink.
I personally feel like everywhere sucks, but you know, at least it sucks here and
the rent's cheaper.
The
That's how you know we're friends. We thought of the same damn thing. The rent's cheap.
That's why I still stay here. Shoot, I lived in Orlando. I'm like, man, there's more things to do here, but I'm low key having a hard time getting by. And it's like I could move back, but why? Especially to Orlando specifically, when it takes you 6 hours to get out of your state, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, because it takes only like 2 or 3 to get out of Louisiana.
Yeah. So I like living in Louisiana, and if I had to move somewhere, I would just try to move more central, like smack dab in the middle of the country, where it's probably boring as fuck and there's tumbleweeds, but I'm sure the rent will be cheap there too, and then I can get to everywhere in like 5 hours.
See, I respect that, but I'm a city boy.
Oh, me too.
I'm a city boy. I need to be like in a city. Like I need to be like in like I'm like a major city type of guy. Like when I went to Philly, for a fighting game tournament. Absolutely loved it there. Philly is amazing. I love y'all up in the Northeast. I fucks with y'all.
See, I think, which I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I want to be on the outskirts of the city. I want to.
Oh yeah, like the suburbs. Yeah, I respect that. Yeah,
I want to be 30 minutes away from fun, and then another 30 minutes away from seclusion. I don't want to be on the far left or the far right of either one of those.
Yeah, I got you. I wouldn't mind living in the inner city. Me, I've always even though I lived in the St. Claude area of New Orleans when I lived there, which I wouldn't say is a suburb. Like it's definitely in New Orleans. Like it's New Orleans. Like it's in there.
But Nolans, baby, Nolans. Baby.
I wasn't in like the Jacks or anything like that. Even though I lived by the projects, I did. And even now, since I've been here since 2005, I've lived in the hood. You know, I'm just born to be in the hood.
Apparently, because I showed you around the area where I was in Orlando.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've always lived in the hood too.
He showed me where he used to live. That's bullshit. It looked nice. Like it looked like a decent area here. Their hood looked like a decent area in Baton Rouge.
Yeah. So the first apartment I got pulled over, and then the cops were like, this is a bad area. I'm like,
where?
Huh? My whole family came over here and we picked this apartment. It is. And then the second place it was called Pine Hills, but they ended up calling it Crime Hills. I don't know. I recently stayed over there when we did Smash for a tour with Cam.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Cam. And my friend Judy let us crash at her parents' house. And the neighborhood was nice. The house was nice. It was like let's see, 1, 2, 3. That house was probably like a 5-bedroom house.
Damn.
And they had a decent sized backyard, garage, and everything. I'm like, man.
Crime Hills though.
I told because her dad was her parents were in Colombia dealing with some stuff, so I guess he has that house in Colombia and a house in Florida. I was like, man, if you want to get rid of this house, let me know. I don't want to live there, but vacation home, I'm cool with that.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what else. Like, it's still bullshit. When we went there, I was like, this is not the hood.
I mean, if that's what the Wahite people would like to call it, so I can pay cheaper rent or people cheaper on households, then cool. But
Wahite, is that a type of Hawaiian? A Polynesian person? I'm sorry if that's racist. I apologize if it is. But that sounds like a Polynesian word.
No, I watch a lot of Kev on Stage.
Oh,
and that's his code.
Oh, Wahite. Oh, white people. Oh, sorry, I'm a little slow, yo.
I watch a lot of Kev on Stage, so I borrowed that from him.
Okay. I also I beat Breath of the Wild for the first time. I actually played that on stream.
It's a shame. I've had that game since the Switch came out, and he's beat it before me.
It honestly didn't take that long. I remember seeing like reviews and people like, man, this game's tough. I died a decent amount, but it wasn't like, man, I'm getting fucked up.
The game's tough for me because I just don't have a sense of direction.
I got you.
So I just don't know where the hell I'm supposed to be going.
I'm talking about like the combat. Like if you're ill prepared, yeah, like some of those demons. See, I'm so used to playing Doom. Some of those
he has Doom PTSD.
Got Doom on the brain.
You see Doom in all the games he play. I mean, you see demons in all the games he play. Even yesterday when we were playing Tekken.
Yeah, Master Raven's definitely a demon.
Sexy demon.
Hope your affairs aren't in order.
So I could see her playing the role as a succubus.
No. I think that's more like Anna Williams.
Anna and vampire chick.
Yeah. Vampire chick's basically the goddamn succubus anyway. They got vampire chicks in Tekken. Oh, hell nah.
They have Negan in Tekken.
Yeah, it's true.
We have lost all standards.
They got shitty anime man Lars in Tekken.
It would be a weird thing, but I wouldn't mind Valdo being in Tekken. I feel like that'd be weird.
Why not?
Fuck.
I mean, at this point, if you got Negan and fucking Noctis in Tekken from Noctis from Final Fantasy, whatever, like the newest like fresh entry, I should say, because the newest entry is 7 Remake, which I think I talked about it. I think we were still doing the podcast when I was playing it. Very good game. I that was my first Final Fantasy, and I enjoyed it a lot.
I I think we were podcasting during that time.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Remake. But back to Breath of the Wild though. So Breath of the Wild, I enjoyed it. I remember playing it, and I remember people being like, "Oh man, this is like a groundbreaking like open world game, and it does like all this stuff." I was like playing it. I was like, "This game doesn't even do anything new, even for like the year it came out."
People were saying that bullshit.
Yeah, people are saying like it's super groundbreaking, and it's doing like all this amazing stuff like in open world games that people don't do in open world games. I'm like, literally, people have done this. It's just that Breath of the Wild just does it very well. I said they took an Apple computers approach. It doesn't do anything new, but it does everything well.
I swear, like Nintendo stands, man.
Yeah, because they were like, and somebody was like, "Oh, every game trying to be like it though." That's what somebody told me. Yeah, every game's trying to be like it because it did very well. That doesn't mean that it did anything new. Because you guys made it sound like it did something like new, and they were like, "Oh, the physics." I was like, Half-Life 2 did shit like that. Like Half-Life 2, I was gonna say early 2000s gaming in general did that. That was like a big thing in early 2000s gaming, is that people were able to do physics correctly now.
When I was playing it, I was like, I didn't really see nothing new. I was like, the game's very pretty.
The game's very pretty, and it's fun.
That's the main thing. It's like there's nothing new. I'm like, this is just a better coded version of Skyrim.
Yeah, I would honestly, I'd play Breath of the Wild over Skyrim any goddamn day personally. But yeah, man, it was like I was like it didn't do anything new. Like, what do you?
It's just a really really well made game because Nintendo has good quality control.
Yeah, they have good quality control. It's very rare if like they put out like mediocre games, but they don't put out like bad games. You know what I mean? They've made like mediocre games before, like very forgettable games like ARMS.
I was just about to say, I really just about to say I feel like the only mediocre games they put out would just be the wild shit. The wild shit that like, okay, we're gonna make this new franchise, and then it just be weird like ARMS, and then it's like, okay, we're not gonna do that again.
And see, I respect that. Is that if they don't see like any any promise in something, they don't try and force out another one.
I wish. Well, I don't know. You could have just fucked it up the first time, like the Vita, and you could put another one out and just listen to the fucking fans.
Yeah, the problem with the Vita is that Sony tries to do everything proprietary, and they
stopped doing that now. You see that they stopped.
Yeah, see, that's weird. Is that they didn't do that for the PlayStation, because the PlayStation, the power cable was a super simple power cable to get. Like, there were like a bunch of like VCRs and like TVs with like removable, AC cords that you could plug into the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3 and even the PlayStation 1. Like, well, no, PlayStation 3, depending on what model you had, it used like fucking like PC.
That 3-prong
thing. The 3-prong like PC like power adapter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like it used like very common things that you can go buy.
The only time they would only do that, it seemed like they only do that proprietary stuff with the dang
handhelds.
Yeah,
I would say handhelds. I think everything else in their electronics division, because like I remember the Sony Vaios, like they were just like super expensive, and like I remember some of the stuff being proprietary.
What's the Sony Vaio?
It was their laptops.
Okay.
I think that's how you say it, Vaio.
I know what you're not talking about. I can see the logo in my head.
Yeah.
It's just nothing matters to me unless it's PlayStation and somewhat the TVs.
Their TVs are nice, but once again, I think the TVs are kind of expensive compared to other people's.
I mean, it's not gonna be the first choice.
I'd probably pick a Samsung or LG over them.
Yeah, I got a Sony over there, which I didn't know that. Like since you have a PlayStation, that Sony remote that I have, like if I wanted to flip and change the games and go on Netflix with that, I can do that on the PlayStation.
Oh shit,
that's their remote.
Even with the PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's kind of sick actually.
Yeah, I didn't know shit like that.
Yeah.
That was a fun fact, you guys. You don't get much of those out of me.
I'm gonna limit them because you guys don't deserve any out of me. But yeah, Breath of the Wild overall, very good game. I think people might have overreacted to how good it was. But it was still pretty fun. Other than that, I've been kind of like starving for like new games. Cause like, I mean, I enjoy Guilty Gear Strive. That's one of the things I've been playing also. Every now and then. I enjoy Guilty Gear Strive, but I can only play fighting games for so long until I'm like, I kind of want to play something else.
Yeah, he gets burnt out. It makes me sad.
I wouldn't even say, man, I get burnt out. It's just like, man, I want to play something else. It's not getting burnt out. It's just getting bored.
I can't get bored because I ain't good, so.
He would beat my ass. I was gonna say he be beating my ass, so now I feel some type of way. He say he ain't good. He trying to make me sound like I ain't good, and people telling me I'm good. So now I'm confused.
I don't know. You can call yourself what you want to call yourself. I call myself trash, so that's why I be like, dang, how can you be tired of this game? There's still so much to learn.
What did Pinhead say in Hellraiser? He was like, I have so many sights to show you, something like that. So many beautiful sights. I don't know. I've only seen like the first Hellraiser like once. I was
about to say, I don't know if I've seen Hellraiser at all.
People say the first two movies are really good, and like everything after that is terrible. And like that's funny to me because like horror franchises, I think are like one of the few genres in film where you could make like two really good movies and like everything else will be shit, and people still say that your franchise is classic. Because how many good Nightmare on Elm Street movies are there? Like, let's be real.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Okay, well, I've watched Nightmare on Elm Street. I actually like Nightmare. I like the good Nightmare on Elm Street films.
I feel like it's in the terms of like measurements, I would use like a centimeter. You have about a centimeter off of before like a horror movie become considered good or bad.
There is a fine line between good and bad in a horror movie, but I would say the good Nightmare on Elm Street movies, I would say the first three, and maybe Wes Craven's like New Nightmare, and like that's kind of like the last one before they did like that bad reboot that nobody gave a shit about, and everybody makes fun of. I think I'm gonna turn up your mic a little bit. Because you're picking up. Yeah, I was gonna say you're picking up, but it looked like it was just a little bit lower for you.
Let's just all watch Freddy vs. Jason.
I don't think that's a good movie, but I really do enjoy it. It's one of those movies where I'm like, it's not like a masterclass on how to make a horror movie, but it's very fun to watch.
Yeah, maybe that movie inspired Ed Boon to want to make this damn horror fighting game.
Maybe he did. He's been putting nothing but like horror icons in, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I mean
that's the boomer game. Like that really is. Like Mortal Kombat has firmly secured itself as the boomer game because it's like, man, who do people want? Spawn and RoboCop.
And I was so hyped for Spawn. I did not play with him.
Spawn looked really good.
I did not play with him at all.
And then he didn't play with him at all. And then I remembered I hated Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't even touch it.
Apparently, I do too now. My favorite fighting game right now is Tekken.
Yeah,
I
made him sip the Kool-Aid. He
I was already sipping the Kool-Aid, but it was so much. There's so much janky bullshit, and why everybody can shoot projectiles.
In MK11.
Yeah, in MK11.
I was gonna say you talking about Tekken. I was gonna say it applies to Tekken too.
A little bit.
With the jankiness at least.
Yeah, jankiness for sure, but
not everybody can shoot projectiles in Tekken, and that's kind of the problem with Tekken.
Yeah, but Tekken feels more fair, and I also feel like I guess I probably could have got better at MK11, but I definitely feel like I'm between the two, Tekken 7 and MK11. I'm much better Tekken 7 player.
Yeah.
On accident.
On accident. I accidentally got good. That reminds me of that Vine. It was like, why'd you suck that boy's dick? I did it on accident. How'd you suck dick on accident?
That's basically what Lazy's been doing. Lazy's just been playing Brawlhalla, Tekken, and Guilty Gear whenever this guy wants to play.
Yeah, I get it. Sometimes I have like little fixes for Guilty Gear. Like I'm like 9 times out of 10, I'm always like willing to like play a set of Tekken. But like Guilty Gear, I have to be like I'm in a mood to play Guilty Gear. And I was really surprised when I picked up that game because you know me, I'm not really into Guilty Gear.
Anime fighters.
Yeah, Arc Systems Works. That's the name of the company that makes Guilty Gear, and they make like a bunch of fighting games. And I've never really been into their fighting games, even though some of them look really cool, and I always thought Guilty Gear looked really cool. But there was something about Strive that I really liked. I think it was because you can just smack the shit out of people in 3 hits and they'll die. Like Potemkin can just like walk up and just, and then that's like a 30 health.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that with my character yet. That's why the game's not boring to me.
And no, the game isn't boring to me either. It's just I don't know.
I should say I just haven't got bored with the game.
I just don't want to play it all the time. Most of the time when I want to play it, I want to play against people who play Potemkin because it's just fun playing against Potemkin players because it's just pure idiocy. Yeah, it's just like who can do the dumbest shit first.
But I still feel what you say. Like I could play with you probably every day, but I can't. Me playing online doesn't hold my attention.
It's because offline Tekken's always better. Offline Tekken's always gonna.
No, I'm talking about Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear.
I play offline Tekken quite often, but
offline. Online Tekken.
I play online Tekken pretty regularly. I'll pop in a couple times, but online Guilty Gear, literally, if I'm not playing that with you, I don't.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, it don't. And I'm like, man, I want to get better with because every time we do play, I feel like I level up.
Yeah, he made me sweat a couple times. I was like, man, what the fuck is going on?
For like a couple days, I actually was like beating his ass. He couldn't win.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, I don't want to play this game no more. So that way I can come back and bully him again. Nah, that's not true.
It switched. He regained his title in Guilty Gear, and I took it from him in Tekken.
Yeah. I remember when we first started playing Tekken, he was playing Master Raven, and he would teleport. I just smack him out of the air. And now he's like learning mix-ups and shit, and learning how to pressure.
I had a character crisis.
Jeez.
I had a character crisis, then switched to Negan. Fell in love with Negan, and on accident fell back in love with Raven. And like, well,
batteries.
I guess it's back to ninja time.
Yep. Pizza time.
I can't deny my roots. I'm a ninja through and through.
All right, so we're back. Just had to charge up the laptop. It was showing a low battery warning.
Yeah, I forgot to plug it up.
Yeah, stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was me. But what were we talking about? Just
Tekken and blah blah blah. That's basically what I've been doing with the fandom type shit. Other than that, nothing.
Same.
I wanted to go see Spider-Man. Talia got the vid. So I didn't get a chance to see Spider-Man or The Matrix.
Matrix sucked. I watched it. I'm a pretty big Matrix fan. The new one sucked. Don't let people tell you otherwise.
Are you surprised that it sucked?
Yeah, actually, because the one of the Wachowskis was the writer and I think they might have directed it, but they were definitely the writer of it. And I was like, why is this so boring and so poorly like choreographed for like the fighting? Like it was just like the cinematography was very bad. So if you guys have watched like The Matrix before, the first 3 movies, they use more like an Asian style of like cinematography where it's like a wide shot. You can see everything going on. Like if you ever watch like older kung fu movies or even stuff from like the 80s or 90s, you notice that that Asian cinema, specifically like Chinese cinema, does it a certain way. They do it that way. But this one, they went for like more of like a modern, like, you know, like MCU style where like the camera's all shaky and like they put and like for some reason they added like weird effects like when they would fight. I was just like, what is going on? And
what happened was they waited too long.
Honestly, a 4th one never needed to be made because I mean keep it real with you, the first 2, I mean the other two movies in the trilogy aren't that great to begin with. Like, I watched them recently. I was like, yeah, they're still not that good. I mean, that's the general consensus on them. Is like, the first one is arguably one of the greatest movies ever made. And not even arguably, it is one of the greatest movies ever made. And if you think otherwise, you're a bitch.
Hard.
Yeah, I will fight you. No, the first Matrix is a very good movie, though. I think that's like legitimately like the last like super incredibly like influential movie to ever come out. It's like everything after The Matrix. I don't think there's something that's been as influential as The Matrix.
I'm not a movie buff, so I can't really say.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody who's more of a movie buff than I am, even though I'm not like a super huge one. They I watch A24 movies all day, bro. I watch Hereditary.
There's a T-shirt there somewhere.
Movie buff? Yeah, we can probably do something like that. It'd be like Steven Spielberg. Lifting weights. We should do that. I think we might. That'd be pretty funny. Actually, I have another idea for a T-shirt too that our friend Mario gave us. But so jokes.
Mario liked my tweet as well.
Oh, okay. He was. We actually have to talk about Twitter too. I actually want to talk about social media. But the new Matrix just I don't know, man. It just wasn't hidden. Like it was like one of my friends. He said something. He said it felt like nothing was really at stake.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just all just kind of boring. To keep it real with you.
I really strongly feel like they just waited too long.
That could have been it, but honestly, they didn't need to make a fourth one to begin with. I remember when they said, "Oh, the fourth one's coming out," I was like, and then I saw the trailer, and I was like, "This looks decent." And then I saw it, and I was like, "It's."
And he said,
"Kind of whack." Yeah, it's kind of whack.
So, which one's better, the new Matrix movie or the new Coming to America?
I didn't watch the new Coming to America.
Oh darn!
I heard the new Coming into America wasn't that great.
Yeah, I think
my mom and my brother were like, the new Matrix is good. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, no, it's not.
I'll see it when I see it.
Yeah, you can give your little review of it, but for me, didn't fuck with it.
I'm probably 9 times out of 10. I'm probably, unless it's like oh my gosh, I'm about to flip the channel, boring. I'd probably be like, it was something to watch. I'm less picky about certain things as I gotten older.
I don't know. With me,
I'm not calling you picky.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, the general consensus on that movie is that it's like a 5 or 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's like a lot of people just like it kind of was an unneeded sequel.
Yeah, I'm the guy that's okay with watching
5 or 6 out of 10 movies.
No, probably, but I was looking for a specific movie, the one with Adam Sandler and the arcade shit.
Oh, Pixels.
Yeah, I was okay with that movie.
Put the mic down real quick. Got to tie my shoe. You gotta fill up for time.
Yeah, I was fine with Pixels. I saw it. I can't remember who I saw it with. It was probably an ex that I saw it with, and we both were like, "It's an okay movie," but everybody else was like, "Fuck this movie. Adam Sandler's trash. Stop doing stuff, Adam Sandler. You just can't do anything that." You just can't do anything. And then he dropped a gem.
Yeah, Uncut Gems. And then he starred in Uncut Gems because he didn't direct it. He was the lead actor. Uncut Gems, and even I was like, God damn, Adam, you knocked that out the park. Uncut Gems is so good. If you haven't seen that movie, you got to be living under a rock.
I feel like it's about
that
time
shit is fire.
I feel like it's about time I rewatch it.
Yeah, definitely go rewatch it. I found out that the lady who played his mistress is that's the lady who's dating Kanye.
He's dating Kanye now?
Yeah, that's the lady who's dating Kanye now. I was like, Kanye, you upgraded because that lady is fine as fuck.
I gotta go watch the movie now.
She bad, bro. Julia Fox. There's a reason why her name got Fox in it, bro.
I definitely heard of the name Julia Fox.
Yeah, bro. She that's a fine ass white lady. Like, I'm being real with you. Yeah, that lady, I got a crush on her. She's a very, very beautiful woman, and she's got it in the right places.
Think I got a little crush on you.
Look like the wolf in that Tex Avery cartoon when they banging on the table.
Mm-hmm. I find it hilarious that I don't know who I was talking to, but I went to send a gift and I was like Howling Wolf, and that's exactly what I got.
Yeah, because I mean that's what everybody thinks of. Well, that's what I think of with Howling Wolf is just like a horny dude.
Yeah,
Like the Tex Avery thing, like the Tex Avery cartoon where he's like the horny, like
I thought it was gonna be a little bit of stretch. I thought I was gonna have to do a little digging, but no. I typed in it was immediately popped up. I was like, that's dope. But you know what I didn't see?
What?
The actual singer, the actual artist, Howling Wolf.
Oh, I didn't even know that was an artist named Howling Wolf.
I think there's a blues artist named Howling Wolf. Now I gotta look. Cause when the music guy be like, really, there's an artist named that? And I'm like,
I mean, it's possible.
I could be wrong.
I was gonna say it's definitely possible. Yep. I could be wrong. Howlin' Wolf was a Chicago blues singer, guitarist, and harmonica player. And he was originally from Mississippi, moved to Chicago. Damn, that man lived a hard life. He went from Mississippi to Chi. God damn.
2 fun facts, y'all.
He killing it. This is the season 2. He gets character development.
Next episode, I ain't gonna have shit.
But what else have I been doing? I want to talk about social media. So recently, I've tried to cut my intake of social media. So like I'm still on it every now and then, but I told myself I'm uninstalling Facebook because I don't like the platform in general. I think this is gonna sound oddly judgmental, but I think a lot of the people who only use Facebook are like normally like kind of weird with their opinions. You know what I mean? Like they say like some weird stuff. And you're just like, what are you talking about? And it's weird. It's like the people who only use Facebook say like the weirdest things.
I don't know because
he's not on it enough. And
I'm on there as a Facebook marketplace junkie.
Yeah, but no disrespect if you use Facebook, and I don't mean to disrespect you. It's just that I've noticed like a lot of my friends who only use Facebook, like I don't know, they just say weird things sometimes.
That's what T say. Like that's what T say too. Like on Facebook, they have like the most arguments or whatever. And I don't know,
which is weird because you think like Twitter is infamous for that. Twitter's infamous for having people just like come on your thing, like especially if it's like something popular. Like I was talking about the Space Jam 2 movie. Talking about Space Jam: A New Legacy. I was like, this is something I'd take my little nephew to. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not a great movie.
I feel like that's the same thing about the first one though.
Yeah, because the first one's not a great movie. The first Space Jam isn't good. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's not this cinematic masterpiece y'all claim it is just because it was made in the 90s. I'm sorry.
I think it's just because MJ was in it.
I mean, yeah, that too. I mean, it's got the Looney Tunes.
I don't know. I watched it with Trey. Trey watched it. Trey liked it, and I was like, "It's a movie."
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a kids movie.
It's a movie and it's a timepiece for us.
Yeah. Soundtrack still goes hard as hell. Oh, yeah. Quad City DJs. I mean, godlike. Shouts out to Quad City DJs. I think they're from Jacksonville, if I remember. So, shouts out to them.
But I don't know. But apparently, Facebook's toxic. But I really need to pay attention to my Facebook. But I don't think it's that toxic.
I think it's just one of those things where it depends on who you associate with, and I guess that's saying a lot about me now. But,
I would assume mine would be toxic since I grew since the good predominantly mine is high school friends from a predominantly white Christian college in the South.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like I'd really just be seeing, I don't know, like baby pictures and shit.
That's good to hear, man. with me, I feel like sometimes I just see people who I went to high school with or just something like that, and I see like it's like, man, mentally you still in high school, to quote Kanye West, or Ye as he's called now. Old niggas still mentally in high school. Like I just see people say stuff. I'm just like, bro, man, you way too old to be thinking like that.
It also could be for me, it also could just be the fact that I live in Ireland.
Yeah.
And all the negative shit is still right there in my page, and I'm just like, that's not funny, so I'm keep scrolling. my brain, no matter what I'm on.
His brain has its own algorithm.
Yes. It really do, because I'm like, this ain't funny.
But, you see, that's why I like Twitter, because with Twitter, it's so much easier to curate what you want to see. Like, you can ban like certain words so certain shit doesn't come out. Like when that Bowsette thing was happening, I was seeing fucking Bowsette everywhere.
You started looking at anime titties?
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, I want to see Never mind. You already know I was about to say
Julia. Julia makes my skin hurt.
No, I was talking about Julia Fox.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't finish it because I didn't want to sound creepy.
I thought you were talking about Julia from Tekken. I'm like, Julia, she makes my head hurt. Only because of one person, y'all.
Oh, yeah, our friend, one of our other friends. Well, he didn't play Tekken with me anymore. I probably have to invite him, and then he'll probably play a set with me. But
I think he checks the podcast.
Oh yeah. Fuck you. No, I'm joking, man. I'm joking, Leon. Leon, you know we cool. But yeah, I feel like Twitter is is much easier to curate. Because like I said, you can ban like certain words. Like I banned Bowsette, so I haven't seen Bowsette in like years. And I banned I banned horoscopes. Because that's just something I'm not interested in. So I ban stuff that I'm genuinely not interested in. So it's so much easier to curate stuff. It's much easier to like block people, and like I feel like Twitter's algorithm is easier, is better at finding stuff you're interested in. Because a lot of my algorithm is like fighting game stuff. It's fighting game stuff. It's art. It's music, and it's like comedy. Because that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in art. Like actual like illustration art, music, and comedy and fighting games. That's like things that I'm genuinely interested in. So, my Twitter for the most part is cool, and then every now and then I'll see stuff about COVID or political stuff, but it'll be stuff that I personally align with in terms of their views. So I'm like, oh, cool.
My algorithm hates me. I'm sure it hates me because I'm the person that'll watch a whole bunch of your content and I won't subscribe. I won't like a video.
It's like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah,
bye.
And I'll watch a whole bunch of stuff, and I won't like or subscribe to nothing. So literally, YouTube just throws shit at the wall and just hopes it sticks for me. And sometimes I get bored with it. So I'm like, I need more shit. But I don't know.
My algorithm has gotten pretty bad too, but it's only because it on YouTube at least it is fighting games, and it's like mostly fighting games now. I'm just like, I like fighting games, but like I'm not trying to.
I get bored.
Yeah. I don't want to. I'm not trying to play fighting games all the time. Like I love like fighting games. You only have to know me for like 20 minutes, and you can automatically tell fighting games is like my favorite genre of fighting. I mean, favorite genre of video games in general.
I wish it wasn't mine.
You wish it wasn't yours?
Yes, I wish it wasn't mine.
To be cursed to like fighting games.
Yeah, it's. If it wasn't mine, I probably wouldn't be so backlogged on games. It's so much easier to be like, all right, well, I can go pop in some type of RPG that I haven't played in a little bit and try to figure out where the hell I'm at.
That shit.
Or I can just pop in Tekken.
Pop in Tekken and grind this out and get a little bit better.
And torment somebody for a couple hours and then be like, oh, well, I feel accomplished. I made people mad. Look, lately I haven't got no hate mail. But
that's cool.
I like it.
I
like it, bro.
It's funny because hate mail, because he plays on PC every now and then, but I think you predominantly still play on console, right? Or you play like a mixture of both pretty decently?
A mixture of both. It
okay.
Depends on the convenience. Like if I'm in my bedroom, I'm just gonna pop Tekken on.
Yeah, the laptop.
Yeah, on laptop. But if I'm actually out and about, I'll probably just go ahead and pop it up on the console. So I dip between.
Okay. Yeah, with me it's mostly on PC, and I think you can only get Tekken through Steam. I think that's the only storefront. So it's funny because you can't just send people messages on Steam like that. Like they have to be your friends first. So people will friend you, And then you'll go like,
suck.
yeah, type in some shit, and then they'd be like, man, first to 3 me. Because I've gotten people do that to me. Like, I've had people like oh, first to 3 me, and blah, blah, and like, they'll be like really upset. I'm just like, my man, chill out. And like, most of the time, like, they'll win that first to 3 anyway, and I'll be like, okay, good games, bye. Like,
see, here I thought that the PC community was less toxic.
No, PC,
no, there's just
Tekken community. Nah, the PC Tekken community is wild, fucking annoying. Cause like they bitch it. I feel like the PC Tekken community bitches about stuff more because more people play on PC. The game just plays better on PC, so more people play it on there.
Yeah, I thought they were less toxic because I haven't received not one thing of hate mail, so it's just because there's more walls for you to give me hate mail.
Yeah, I've gotten it through a couple people. I've had people like friend me, and then like I'll see the stuff later, and like I'll go and add them, and like they'll just delete me off the thing because they're probably like, I'm not even mad anymore. And, like, they'll just delete me. I'll be like, cool, because I've had a Armor King player do that to me once. And it's funny, Armor King players, they kind of like to do like the same setups over and over again, and then they get mad when it doesn't work.
It hurts though. I haven't figured it out yet, so it hurts.
I don't know, Armor King player setups, at least the ones I've played, it's kind of easy to recognize because like they had a guy who kept on going for like Tombstone Power Driver, and like it's 2 break, and like I would just break, like I was breaking a decent amount of his grabs. He ended up ripping off 5 games. But that being said, I still recognize some of his setups. But he wasn't bad. But I feel like it was like one of those things where I was like, man, I'm losing to like this dry ass fucking Armor King. But like I can't say nothing because he's beating me. You know, it's just one of those things that just is what it is.
Just by edging it out, just barely. Because that be happening to me. I'm like, I'm not familiar with this character, but I know I can beat you. But by the time
I'm kind of familiar with Armor King though.
Yeah, you play with him a little bit. I am a one-trick pony. I've played with the one character for
2-trick pony.
Well, now, but I ended up becoming a 2-trick pony on accident, and I can a little bit play with Kazuya, but I know he's probably like at this point.
Oh man!
But I particularly love the hate mail.
Hate mail is fun because it'll just be like the most random thing, like, bro, you're fucking trash, but I beat you though. So what does that make you? You know what I mean?
It's the only avenue of toxicity that I want to. It's the only road of toxicity I want to travel, is through fight. No, it don't even have to be fighting games, because that message I got yesterday from me playing Dead by Daylight, that just made me happy.
I'll put it at the bottom of the screen for people who are watching this on YouTube.
For those who play Dead by Daylight, this is my first game back in forever.
Not me.
I feel like you probably like it.
I've watched gameplay. It doesn't seem to interest me.
I know, but it's different from playing it. Cause you may not like. I don't know, cause it can be like it's like chess. It's cat and mouse. So that's why I'm like, I feel like you at least might like playing as a killer. Maybe not as a survivor, because I don't really care for playing as a survivor either.
I don't mind playing the survivor, but I mean, if I was to play, I wouldn't mind doing either or.
I don't know. For me playing both and me knowing you, I feel like we both, because I competitive,
killers.
Yeah, because our competitive nature, and we both play fighting games.
Yeah. So
we already are used to relying on our own brain for our accomplishment, and we don't want to rely on it. We don't. It's not like we don't. Like we can't rely on the team, but we probably prefer to be like, well, I fucked that up.
Yeah. Yeah, I like playing. Yeah, that's why I like fighting games, because 9 times out of 10, or even 10 times out, pretty much 10 times out of 10, like, that is a genre where you can't blame anything else but yourself, and I think that's why people don't like playing fighting games.
And lag.
Yeah. But I mean, like, when you're offline, you ain't got no excuse. You either don't know the matchup, or somebody just outplayed you,
or the game's bailing you out. I've gotten that one a couple times.
He's gotten that from me.
But yeah, I was playing Dead by Daylight, and there's this concept called tunneling that the community uses.
Okay.
So apparently, people don't like it when you're playing as the killer, for you to turn into a bulldog and solely focus on one person that you've hurt multiple times to go ahead and get them out of the game. They
what? Hey, this guy I've been fucking raw dogging.
Yes, I can easily catch this person.
Right?
So you're mad at me for constantly
We're getting an easy dub.
Yeah.
What?
I see this person. I'm gonna kill this person. And like somebody hit me up was like, so what? You have to tunnel to win. And I'm like,
Yeah, nigga.
I don't particularly know, but are you really asking me if I have morals in a game where I get to play as a serial killer?
I don't even get that shit.
I have no fucking morals. I'm trying to kill y'all. And I still end up killing 3 out of 4 people with the method that I used.
I don't get that. So you're taking out the easiest person. Yeah, that's how serial killers normally do it in horror movies in general. Like, what? We're gonna get the D by D, the DVD community. They're gonna raid our page. Fuck you guys.
I think they can't because I was waiting for a response back from what I said and I never got one.
I guess he was like, good point.
And I sent it to Shia, which is an avid DVD player.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Did you send that to him?" He's like, "That's fucking hilarious."
I mean, but it's also like you said, it's also true. It's like you're playing a game where it's like you're playing a serial killer, and like, why would you get mad at somebody for taking out the person that's easiest to beat? Wouldn't you want to beat the easiest person first, or at least it's either first or last is how you want to normally do the easiest. You want to do like the easiest person to beat.
Mm-hmm. But it's in one of those situations where I know from playing the game, I can either go ahead and take care of the easiest prey, or I can go ahead and start searching around, which it's like being in the woods. I'm not a fucking hunter. I don't know how to track prey. So it's like, well, I see him. Am I going to be like, well, yeah, I know. Fuck him.
I'm not going to be mean to him.
Fuck him. I'm just going to go searching around the woods for the rest of your friends. And then next thing you know, everybody gets out here. No, I've been
going a little too hard on this guy. Let me ease off of him.
No. I mean, if anything, what I'm going to do is get him down so he just whimpers around and hopefully his friends come help him. I can knock them, bonk them on the head too for trying to help.
I was watching him play. Yeah, I think I was watching you play DVD, and it makes me like when you down people in that game and put them on those hooks. It's the sound they make is so funny. Like I told you, it's just like, yeah, it sounds like they're like falling, like they're falling from like a slightly uncomfortable height. Ah.
Maybe they should have impaled themselves in real life.
Oh yeah.
Real agonized.
Method acting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that shit's funny as hell. I'm trying to think of other things. JoJo Part 6. Yeah,
you wasn't there because you had something that you were dealing with for the con, but they had 2
Part 6 cosplays. Yeah. I saw. I was looking at our friend Will Norwood, who's a photographer. I'm gonna put his ads at the bottom. But he's I saw some of the cosplays. I saw somebody did Hermes Costello. It's the character with like the braids in her hair, and like they kind of like go down like regular braids. Yeah. That was a really good one. I didn't see the other one, but it was cool to see Part 6. It was funny because I saw somebody on Twitter say, man, Part 6 dropped and nobody talked about it after 2 days. I'm like, I see people talk about Part 6 all the time. The problem is that people are used to it coming out weekly, and now that it's on Netflix, it all came out at the same time. And I finally understand why people go like, I'd rather have my stuff come out weekly, because that way it makes it hyper and it makes it hype.
It has the community has something to talk about.
Yeah, the community has something to talk about rather than, okay, you're the first 12 episodes, now you gotta wait for, I think it's gonna be like sometime in March is when March or April is when the next next whatever episodes are coming out. So it's just like,
I think it'd be cool if they did it. I don't know.
people want it back on Toonami, to be honest with you.
Well, what I was gonna say was, I think it'd probably be cool if, you know how South Park, when they do a new season, every week is a new episode.
Yeah.
But of course we don't want them to be working on this crazy ass schedule South Park do, because that'd be probably nearly impossible because it's way more complex drawing.
Yeah, the art is much more complex in JoJo.
Yeah, but I was about to say, I think it would probably be cool if it like they drop stuff every week, but they be already ahead. So when time is get to next season, they're already dropping next season, so you don't have to wait so long. But I feel like probably waiting months probably builds a hype, so you'd be excited for the next season too.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, Part 6 is good. I mean, Part 6 is like almost like 20. I think it is about like 20 years old now. Like, JoJo's an old fucking series, bro. JoJo, I think this year turned like 35. Yeah, it's an old ass series.
It's older than me.
That's old.
Unfortunately, your man got grays. And sometimes they creep in my nose.
The fuck?
Maybe silver. I know, right?
Silver and nose hairs.
Actually, no, sorry. They don't be silver. They be like Snow White.
Arctic White?
Yeah, they be like white. I'd be like, I don't even think this belongs in here. Because I'd be like, is this a dog hair in my nose? Because I have dogs with white hair.
Yeah, right. I've twisted. When I get my hair twisted, sometimes I have gray hairs. I'm like, I'm not even 30 yet. I'm turning 28 this year, actually.
You almost in the 30 club with me, bro?
Hey, I'm fine with that. Cool.
I don't even be thinking about it. And a lot of times I go places, people be like, you're too young to have a kid. I'm like, I'm 30. They be like, stop lying. I'm like, no.
It reminds me of that Hans Mole man. Reminds me of that Hans Mole man thing, where it's like the opposite. He was like, this is what smoking did to me. I'm 26. I fucking love The Simpsons, bro. People used to be shitting on Mole Man, bro. That shit used to be so funny. Have you seen that the new Adult Swim show, Smiling Friends?
I don't think so.
It's really funny. It's actually done by some people who actually blew up on Newgrounds like years ago, like one of like the OG, someone like the OG like creators of not like the OG like creators of the actual website itself, but like some of the people who blew up during like its like heyday. But yeah, Smiling Friends, man, it's so funny.
I'm trying to think if I've actually seen like a trailer. That's why I said I don't think. That's why
the pilot came out like I think last year, like in 2020, and like they had finally announced it. They have finally released all the episodes. But the thing is that it's weird. It's like the only place you can watch it right now is Adult Swim's website. Yeah. But the first two episodes, excuse me, the first two episodes are free. But everything's locked. Everything else is locked by like you have to use your subscription to like Cox or like DirecTV or whatever you people use.
Use people.
Guys.
I actually knew. I had a feeling I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Only because this morning I saw a clip of it. This old lady with the sucker.
Oh yeah, yeah. You want the sucker, Charlie? No, Grandma, I'm good. Okay. Bro, that's a dude. That dude, his name is Zach Handel. He goes by Psychic Pebbles. All his animation is fucking weird like that, bro. All his animation is weird like that.
Yeah, the tweet that I saw, he's like, dang, Grandma, I used that Gok 7000.
Bro, they got the you remember that guy who used to make jokes of that number 15, the chills guy? Yeah, he's in the episode. They were like number 15. He was at I think like a coffee shop or whatever. He was like, number 15. Can I get the number 15? I was like, holy shit, they actually got him to do it. It's one of the episodes that's locked behind the thing. I'm like, bro, when are you guys putting this on
the regular
HBO Max? Bro, I need this on HBO Max. That's why I have HBO Max. It's blood for all the Warner Brothers stuff.
Speaking of Warner Brothers stuff, am I actually gonna get is this multiverse game really coming out?
Yeah, it should be coming out one.
I don't know. People be tantalizing me with things sometimes. You be like, is this really gonna happen? If it's not Smash Brothers, I feel like the community's gonna hate it, and then it's not gonna come out just because I have PTSD.
Well, I mean, look, people gave the Nickelodeon one a chance, but it was just the Nickelodeon one just happened to be ass.
It is pretty ass. We still haven't played it.
Yeah, I'm probably never gonna play it.
I got it.
I know you do. I tricked them into buying it. No, I'll play it with you. We can play it. We can play it on stream one day.
Okay. It's poo poo. It's only poo poo because it's lacking mechanics that you
would think would be in a platform fighter, right?
Yeah, mechanically, Brawlhalla is more sound than that game.
Brawlhalla, from a mechanic standpoint, is very well made, though.
I know, but since you know that's supposed to be more of a Smash clone than Brawlhalla, it's why are y'all missing such essential mechanics in the game?
I don't know, because it was made by, apparently it was designed by a team that made I think it's called Duff City, which is it was a Smash fan knockoff that people said was pretty decent.
Yeah,
so it's weird. It was people, it just didn't come out good. I don't know why. People say one of the main reasons why is because there's no voices. It's just nobody's talking or making noises. It's just these people you just hear sound effects. You don't hear voices.
That's
people say
true.
It's kind of unsettling.
I mean, what voices do you really? Well, you hear the announcer on Smash, but other than that, no, the game's just not as good as it should be.
It's janky.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like a Flash game.
It reminds me of Super Smash Flash. I used to play that as a kid. They had fucking Goku and Sonic in it. It was Sonic before Brawl came out. But I know, I was never a Sonic fan, but I know, when Brawl dropped, because I went from 64 straight to Brawl. I didn't play Melee.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when Sonic dropped, I knew, I was I know Sonic fans are going ape shit right now. Because if you told the people back in the 90s that, hey, Nintendo's going to make a fighting game, they're going to have fucking Sonic in it. They're going to, hey, you see Kazuya? He's going to be in that game.
And a menace.
People say Kazuya is ridiculously good in
he's a fast Ganon.
Oh, I might have to play him.
Yes.
And they said you can do his regular wave dash inputs.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's difficult for me to do on stick though. Analog.
I think you can you can put your settings to where you can play it on the D-pad.
You telling me stuff I wish I been knew.
Yeah, I mean you can always just customize your controls in Smash.
I knew you could flip stuff around, but I thought they just made you have to use the analog. I was I think you can
use the D-pad.
I much prefer to use the D-pad.
Man, we be fucking people up on that game, bro. I think we'd be doing all right against people who are probably newer to the game, but people. I'm pretty sure people who are vetted Smash players probably still destroy us.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't beat Chauncey.
Yeah,
but
I've seen Chauncey. But Chauncey's really good at Melee.
But a lot of people I just started playing back with an old friend that I had met in Orlando. Yeah, one of my old customers, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good at Smash." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll let you, beat my ass so I can get better." Yeah. I mean, he is good at Smash, but if I'm playing with Inkling, he can't beat my Inkling because that's the one character I can play with. Because you know how I am how I pick my characters. Yeah, he tries to be annoying as possible, and it works. It makes you play patient, and that's a legitimate tactic. I'm not shitting on the way you play your characters. That is a legitimate tactic. And if you whiff this character, you get stuck on the ground with the paint roller. I just catch you. It's like that. It's like the Uncle Ruckus thing. That episode where he was like a kid. And they had shown how he was raised and he was abused a lot. Which, hey, that's funny, right? But no. He was like, boy, did I just catch your ass whipping? Boy, just the paintbrush.
I can't wait until Splatoon 3. I gotta play Splatoon 2. Actually, I haven't played it.
We have 2 copies now because when we got his Switch.
Oh, like 2 physical copies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
We might have to fight him for one of them, but like we do got 2 physical copies. So
I'm gonna have to fight a 5-year-old. That 5-year-old about to get bodied, man.
I don't know. You know he's an avid nut puncher.
That's true. I'm gonna try and wave dash to him. He gonna.
Which reminds me of that. Was it on Twitter that you sent it to me, or was that on Facebook?
What?
Oh, I think it was YouTube when you showed me like a real life wave dashing.
Oh yeah, bro, that shit was wild funny. And then people were like, he's actually using a real technique that wrestlers use and blah, blah, blah. And, like, people were getting mad. And it's like, bro, don't nobody fucking know about all that shit. Shut the fuck up. It looks like a fucking wave dash from Tekken. You fucking nerdy bitch.
Nobody cares. We just made this thing popular.
Right?
Nobody cared until the
like
video
Tekken.
game community came in.
Yeah. It looks like, wave dash in Tekken or Smash Brothers. And it's like, actually, they use this to move across the map faster. Oh, like a wave dash.
Shut the fuck up, you goddamn sports nerd. Nobody gives a fuck. Fighting game community's in this bitch.
They actually use that to move faster across the map. Oh, so it's like a wave dash. Okay.
So, like,
cool.
A wave what?
It's like weird. It's like they're moving up and down, like they're waving and they're dashing.
For those are too macho to play video games, they probably like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hey, don't believe that, y'all. All the macho, especially wrestlers, they're fucking nerds.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
they love WWE.
Exactly, the fucking nerds, bro. There's so many, bro. Like literally, Xavier Woods. Yeah, Xavier Woods.
Mm.
I think in like the last pay-per-view WWE did, he dressed up as King.
That's
he
pretty
did.
cool.
Yeah, and his Kofi Kingston dressed up as Brian. Yeah, like they did cosplays of him. Except he didn't have like the mask on. He had like a crown on because I think he's like King Woods or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he had like he had like the king colors on, like gold and blue. Like he was king, and like Kofi Kingston was Brian. He had like everything on. He had like the elbow pads and everything.
I've all of the characters. This man chose Brian.
Yeah, that's funny because somebody said his ass look annoying enough to play Brian. Brian is oppressive, so I can understand why somebody would think he's annoying. You can play Brian very annoyingly. He rewards toxic and annoying gameplay.
I know. That's why, like, low key, I wouldn't mind learning how to play with him. Cause I picked him up a couple times.
He's fire, man. Like I don't want to play as him, but he's a good character.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I forget who. Oh, that was when Bobby was playing. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna pick any of my characters I really know how to play with.
Yeah, since you're trying to learn how to play
so he's trying to learn how to play. I don't want to. It's terrible to just like raw dog your friends when they trying to learn. That sucks the fun out of it for them.
Yeah, that's why when I try and play against people, I don't try and play like characters I'm super comfortable with. I try and play characters that I'm learning.
Yeah.
Because I know for people who want to get into fighting games, I know like one of the things is that mental thing of accepting the fact that you're gonna get your ass beat. Like it just is what it is. It's one of those things where there's gonna be times where you're gonna get your ass beat, you're gonna feel some type of way and be embarrassed, and then you just gotta have to play through it and learn how to play it. Because when you beat somebody's ass, you're gonna pop off, and it's gonna feel better.
I spent the whole year and a half losing to this guy. Look at me now.
I'm getting angry now.
Look at me now. I've come a long way. I just kept taking those L's, and those L's I strung enough L's to get together to make W's.
I just put 2 L's together and made a W.
But yeah, when that day we were playing, I was like, I feel like I can probably play with this character.
Yeah, I can see you playing Brian.
He's just a little bit more complex than I'm willing to put energy into.
Gotcha. Because that's how I kind of was with like Fang.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Fang seems a little complex for what I do. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, people try and shit on King, but I think King under the hood, he's actually a very complex character.
I feel like it too. I wouldn't play with King. Fuck that character.
People are like, oh, he's so easy. I mean, yeah, like his bread and butters are easy and he do good damage. But like, if you want to get like good with him, like you gotta like learn like grab like setups and like how to trick your opponent into like condition your opponent into like eating grabs. Because I was gonna say I do it to you. Even when you beat my ass, I still condition you like into grab setups. So it's like, it's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
People just don't want to give him his props because he's a grappler, and they're against grappler kind. See, you guys are racist. You rush down players. You zoner players are racist against us grapplers.
I don't particularly care because a lot of these grabs I make you with by ducking. I just be like, wait.
Exactly. That's what I tell people. I just duck the grab.
But be careful because you might duck because you think a grab's coming and then get hop kneed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep. Well. It's actually getting around that time. I gotta go do something. So this was fun. I actually enjoyed that we were able to do this again.
I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Yeah. All right. Bye, y'all. Yeah. Sorry, this is all abrupt, but bye. Go to hell.
See y'all for episode 2 of season 2
sometime soon.
But thanks for thanks for tuning in to the first episode of episode 1 of season 2.
Success. Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.